A university in India just rejected dozens of PhD theses in one sitting. Not for bad research, not for plagiarism in the old sense. For something almost every student in this country is doing right now, today, without thinking twice about it. And here's the part that should actually worry you. The exact same tool that got these students caught is being used at Oxford by universities who are getting better grades because of it. Same tool, opposite outcome. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which side of that line you're standing on, and it's probably not the side you think. This isn't a niche PhD program. If you're a college student, a class 12 aspirant, a UPSC candidate, an engineering student submitting assignments, this affects you directly this year. Here's why it's urgent. Indian universities have started running a second invisible check on top of plagiarism scan you already know about. This second check doesn't look for copied text, it looks for you not thinking. Patterns in your writing that reveal AI wrote, even if every word is original, which means the safety net a lot of students are relying on. I paraphrased it, so I'm safe, may not exist anymore, but here's the twist. And it's the reason I'm making this video. The students getting flagged and the students getting ahead are using the same technology. The only difference is how. And once you see the difference, you can't unsee it in your own study habits. Before starting this video, please join our WhatsApp channel. The link is given in the description, or you can find it in the pinned comment so that we can keep you updated with whatever is happening in the AI world and not let you miss out on anything. Let's start with what went wrong. At a university in Bihar, a batch of PhD theses came back over 40% AI-generated content. Not cited, not disclosed, just pasted in. The result wasn't a warning, it was outright rejection. Mandatory rewrites, months of work gone. Now here's the detail that should make you pause. Those students probably didn't think they were cheating. They thought they were being efficient. Ask AI to explain a concept, lightly edit the wording, move on. That's the exact workflow half of the students watching this right now are using for assignments. So the question isn't, will I get caught? The real question is, what actually is different between that and what Oxford is telling its own student to do with the same exact chatbot? That's where this gets interesting. This wasn't really about plagiarism, it was something the university couldn't put into words yet. Until you look at what Oxford does instead. Oxford doesn't tell its students to avoid AI, it tells them to flip its role completely. Instead of asking AI to give an answer, they are taught to make AI withhold the answer and integrate them instead. Same style as an actual Oxford admissions interview, where you're grilled with questions you're not expected to know just to see how you think under pressure. Here's the mechanism in one sentence. The Bihar case is AI doing the thinking for the students. The Oxford case is AI forcing the students to think. Identical software, opposite direction of information flow. And this connects to something cognitive students have shown for years, that most students have never been told directly, which is coming up next because it changes how you should be studying tonight, not just how you should be avoiding plagiarism flags. Here's the escalation. This isn't just a plagiarism detection problem, it's a career problem hiding inside a study habits problem. Every employer hiring in 2026 already assumes you can use ChatGPT. That's not a skill anymore, that's a given, like knowing how to use Excel. What's actually rare and actually paid for is being the person who can catch AI when it's confidently wrong, push past its first answer and think independently when the tool isn't there. Now here's the uncomfortable part. If your entire study method for the last 2 years has been ask AI, lightly edit, submit, you haven't just risked the plagiarism flag, you have quietly skipped building one skill that was supposed to come from your degree in the first place. The degree becomes a certificate for a skill you don't actually have. That's the real cost, not a rejected thesis. A hollowed out skill discovered the moment you're in an interview or a job with no AI to lean on. So how do you actually fix this? Starting with your very next study session, 5 techniques. Let's go. Technique 1, the Socratic flip. Instead of explain this to me, you say, quiz me on this one question at a time. Don't explain until I attempt an answer first. This also reverses the entire Bihar versus Oxford problem because now AI can't think for you even if you wanted it to. Technique 2, the 3-level explainer. Ask for the same topic explained to a 10-year-old, a class 12 student and a postgraduate. Then write your own version at each level before checking it. This is how you build the exam-ready depth, not surface familiarity. But here's where it gets complicated. Technique 3 inverts the order almost everyone uses, the 2 summary check. You summarize the chapter first in your own words before you even let AI touch it. Only then do you ask AI for its summary and compare. The gaps between the two, that's precisely what you didn't know. And you're finding out before the exam's test, not during it. Technique 4, For dense PDFs or research papers, ask AI to extract key terms and relationships into a table, not a summary. You're outsourcing the map, not the reading. And technique 5 is the one nobody talks about, the no embarrassment loop. In a classroom of 60, you get one shot to ask it out before it feels awkward. With AI, you can get unlimited attempts at 1 a.m. with zero judgment. That's not a shortcut, that's an actual structural advantage over how Indian classrooms have worked for decades. 5 techniques, 1 underlying shift. Stop asking AI for answers, start asking it for assistance. Here's what happens next, and it's bigger than one Bihar university. More Indian institutions are actively building AI detection into every submission. This isn't a 2026 experiment, it's becoming permanent infrastructure. Which means the students who build the thinking habit now, quietly, without anyone telling them to, are going to look prepared. And the students who didn't are going to find out the hard way, possibly at the worst possible moment, right before a viva, a thesis defense, or a placement interview. I'm not going to tell you AI in education is settled. It isn't. The rules are still being written university by university right now. But the students who come out ahead of this won't be the ones who wait for the rules, they'll be the ones who were already using AI the Oxford way, before it was even required. If you want the exact prompt templates from all 5 techniques ready to copy paste tonight, comment prompt. Try one of them on your very next chapter and tell me in the comments whether it exposed something you thought you already knew. Subscribe if you want the next one because the next university crackdown is already coming and I'll have it before most people even hear about it. I'll see you in the next video.